In today's video, I'm going to give you 11 actionable steps you can take to sleep better. Getting proper sleep is so important for our health. It is our body's chance to rest and recover, and a poor night's sleep can have an impact on everything from immune function and hormones to inflammation levels and glucose tolerance. One peer-reviewed study done on metabolically healthy men had them limit their sleep to 4 hours per night. This sleep debt caused the men to show symptoms of pre-diabetes on a glucose tolerance test after only 6 nights. Their glucose tolerance returned to normal when they were able to catch up on sleep. Poor glucose tolerance means that your body will respond more dramatically to carbohydrates. And poor glucose tolerance is well known to be a risk factor for type 2 diabetes, obesity, and hypertension. And this is just one example of why it is important to prioritize sleep for our overall health. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about how you can sleep better and not only increase your sleep duration, but increase your sleep quality as well. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kate. I'm a health coach and I post videos on a high-fat, nutrient-dense way of eating. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, feel free to share, and make sure to subscribe. And make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, where I share new posts every single day. Today's video is all about sleep, and this is something I am pretty passionate about. The difference I feel following a poor night's sleep versus a good night's sleep is night and day. No pun intended. On average, people who consistently get quality sleep have a lower body weight, they are more productive, and have a lower risk of diseases including type 2 diabetes and heart disease. So we're just going to get straight into it today and talk about the 11 steps you can take to sleep better. Some of these steps might seem obvious, but other ones not so much. And make sure to stick around until the end because tip number 10 is so important and not many people do it. Number 1, stop eating 2 hours before bed. When we eat right before bed, our body has to work to digest the food before it can begin to rest and repair. When we eat before bed, it takes longer for our heart rate to stabilize and to come down to resting. By eating your last bite of food for the day at least 2 hours before you plan on going to sleep, this can help you to fall asleep faster and get better quality sleep. Number 2, get 15 minutes of sun in the morning. Sunlight is one of the main signals for our circadian clock. Our bodies are wired to be alert and energized during the day and calm and relaxed at night. When we get sun exposure in the morning, this signals our bodies to release hormones that will energize us. And this also helps our bodies to be able to better tell when it is time to wind down and sleep. Going for a walk first thing in the morning, or even just sitting out in your backyard, can not only help you to sleep better, but it will also help you to feel more energized throughout the day. Number 3, give yourself 8 hours of sleep opportunity. Now, this is a recommendation that I learned from the book, The Circadian Code by Dr. 𝗖𝗟𝗜𝗖𝗾 𝗠𝗢. Highly recommend this book. It is so good. He recommends that everyone give themselves at least 8 hours of what is known as sleep opportunity every night. By sleep opportunity, I mean knowing what time you're going to wake up at and being in bed ready to sleep 8 hours before that. Most people need at least 7 hours of sleep every night, so by giving yourself 8 hours of sleep opportunity, you have a good chance of achieving this. Number 4, have a consistent bed and wake time. Again, this tip comes back to setting our circadian rhythm. I touched on circadian rhythm briefly with tip 2, but to explain it further, our circadian rhythm is our internal clock that regulates almost every system in the body. Based on our circadian clock, certain hormones are released to energize us in the morning and make us sleepy at night. Even our digestive enzymes work on a schedule, which is synced with our circadian rhythm. By going to bed at the same time every night and waking up at the same time every morning, our circadian clock becomes more in sync. Now, when I say the same time, it is generally accepted that there can be about an hour of wiggle room. So for example, if you plan on going to bed between 9 and 10 p.m., then you would want to wake up between 6 and 7 a.m. and do this consistently. Having the same bed and wake time all throughout the week, even on weekends, can help us to become tired at the same time every night. Number 5, turn your phone off. Ideally, you want to turn your phone off and put it out of sight at least 1 hour before bed. And there are 2 parts to why this is helpful. Number 1, our phones are extremely stimulating. We are always reading flashy headlines and seeing exciting photos, and every time this happens, we get a dopamine hit. The second reason is because of the blue light that our phones emit. We have already spoken about how sunlight is an important signal for our circadian clock, but it is not just sunlight. It is other types of light as well. The worst offender is isolated blue light, which is the main type of light coming off of our devices. When we are staring at blue light in the evening, this tricks our bodies into thinking it is still daytime, and the hormones that help us to get tired are suppressed. This makes it difficult to fall and stay asleep. And unfortunately, turning on the orange nightlight filters that are built into our phones doesn't actually eliminate all of the blue light. One workaround is to wear a pair of blue light blocking glasses, like these ones I love from BlueBlox. These glasses do block 100% of blue light that has been shown to disrupt sleep. I will put the link to check them out in the description box down below, along with a promo code to save 15%. Number 6, set a cutoff for caffeine consumption. This one is pretty self-explanatory. Caffeine stimulates activity in the brain and nervous system, which makes us more alert. So consuming it too late in the day can make it difficult to sleep. Now, the cutoff time will be different for everyone. Some people are slow metabolizers of caffeine, and some people are fast metabolizers. So it might be helpful to experiment with stopping at different times throughout the day and seeing how you sleep. But in general, most people will do pretty well cutting it off at noon. Number 7, sleep in a cool, dark room. This one again comes back to light. Any light in your bedroom when you are trying to sleep can have a negative impact on your sleep. If you can't make your room entirely pitch black, then using a sleep mask is another option. I mentioned BlueBlox's blue light blocking glasses before, but BlueBlox also has a range of sleep masks. These masks are made to block all light and do not cause any eye pressure. I highly recommend the Remedy Light Sleep Mask, and again, I will link it in the description box down below. Number 8, supplement magnesium. Magnesium is an electrolyte that plays a key role in the function of our nervous system. It has a calming effect, so supplementing it before bed can help you to get a better night's sleep. Number 9, brain dump before bed. A brain dump is when you write down all of your thoughts onto a piece of paper or in a journal. This can be really helpful before bed if you have a bunch of ideas bouncing around. Writing them all down before you go to sleep can stop you from tossing and turning and thinking about them all night. Number 10, consider mouth taping. This is one of my favorite hacks. Now, if you've never heard of mouth taping before, it might seem a little bit out there, but please hear me out. Mouth taping is exactly what it sounds like. You tape your mouth shut when you sleep. So for anyone who sleeps with their mouth open, this can help you to get a better night's sleep, because mouth breathing can lead to snoring, tossing and turning, and needing to get up more often throughout the night. By taping your mouth shut, you are forcing your body to breathe through your nose. And I promise you, it's not as scary as it sounds. You can get specialized strips that have like a little breathing hole in them if you're worried about that, but honestly, you get used to it really quickly. And there are a lot of other benefits of nasal breathing, which I won't get into today, but I do have a whole video on mouth taping, which I will link above if you want to learn more. Number 11, track habits and sleep quality. And my final tip is to keep track of the changes you are making and the impacts they have on your sleep. If you make a bunch of changes all at once, it can be difficult to figure out which ones are actually having a positive impact. So write down the habits you do every day and record your sleep quality in the mornings. If you want to go a step further, you can invest in a device to track your sleep quality, such as an Oura Ring or a Whoop strap. I use and have done review videos on both of these devices, so I will link them up above if you want to know more. And those are my 11 tips to help you sleep better. Now let's do a quick recap of all the tips. Number 1, stop eating 2 hours before bed. Number 2, get 15 minutes of sunlight in the morning. Number 3, give yourself 8 hours of sleep opportunity. Number 4, have a consistent bedtime and wake time. Number 5, turn your phone off. Number 6, set a cutoff time for caffeine consumption. Number 7, sleep in a cool, dark room. Number 8, supplement magnesium. Number 9, brain dump before bed. Number 10, consider mouth taping. And number 11, track habits and sleep quality. Let me know in the comment section down below which of these tips you already use and if there are any others you're going to implement. I try to reply to as many comments as I can the first day that I upload, so I will chat more with you guys there. Thank you again for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, you might also like my video where I review the Oura Ring. I will link it here. If you want to catch up on my most recent upload, you can find it here. And if you want to check out my keto diet and carnivore diet coaching programs, you can find them here. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.